had to knock my boy equilibrium loose like that. For real, for real.
Why his brain rattling around?
That's a dosage of NyQuil.
Most definitely. He sleep after that one.
No, for real.
Yeah, my boy, a good lullaby.
No, for real. This extra strength too.
Greatness can come from anywhere.
I draw inspiration from the Filipino people and to God and my family. Hard work is the most difficult things in boxing.
Let's get into it.
It's your boy Real Talk back with that Real Talk. Let's get into some real talk. And the talk of the town today, ladies and gentlemen, Anthony Joshua versus Francis Ngannou. Joshua gets knocked out. That is the question. You know, Francis Ngannou is literally 0-1 in his debut in the sport of boxing. And he is going into his second fight and his second largest payday. He is literally, in some people's eyes, a novice. Joshua, seasoned veteran, high-class competitor, very classy guy, doesn't talk a lot of smack. And Francis Ngannou is the same thing. Very classy fighter, top-notch competitor, doesn't talk a lot of crap, but he is a powerful competitor. Francis Ngannou has raw power. And like Deontay Wilder, shout out to the Bomb Squad Nation. Bomb Squad! You know what I'm saying? Some people are born with talent, gifts, so on and so forth. And Francis Ngannou, going through everything he went through, trying to escape his country, to live his dream in America. I mean, Francis Ngannou has overcome insurmountable circumstances in his life to become the man and fighter that he is. Ngannou is a soldier, and Anthony Joshua is stepping into the ring with a live dog. We seen what Ngannou did to Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury thought he was going to go into that fight and play pity pat with Francis Ngannou. Ngannou's mindset from jump was, I'm going into this fight to win. Just like Bivol went into that fight with Canelo. A lot of people thought that Canelo was going to go into that fight and mop Bivol. I told y'all, Bivol not only was going to win, but he could win. And a lot of people was going to be surprised once he won. And look what happened. I told y'all during the face-off, when Bivol faced, he had no fear. Fear keeps you stagnant. Fear keeps you complacent. Fear keeps you from growing. And Francis Ngannou didn't have fear of Tyson Fury. Francis Ngannou does not have fear of Anthony Joshua. He believes that once Anthony Joshua chin gets tested by his power, Anthony Joshua at that point, like a Tyson Fury, is going to realize, you can't win! I can lose this fight. And we seen what Andy Ruiz did to Anthony Joshua when he caught him with that shot on the temple. Now imagine Francis Ngannou catching Anthony Joshua with that same shot. Ngannou's power is volcanic. If he catches Anthony Joshua, it's over. I'm talking about Anthony Joshua may get knocked out in this fight. Yes, Anthony Joshua may be the better boxer, but Ngannou showed not only drastic improvement by receiving training from Mike Tyson and Dewey Cooper. Shout out to both of those guys, man, especially Mike, all-time great, one of my top 2 favorite fighters of all time, him and Manny Pacquiao. Shout out to Muhammad Ali, got a picture of the brother right there in the crib. But let me tell y'all something, man. Ngannou was going into this fight with Anthony Joshua, and he believed that he can win. And when you face any obstacle, any challenge, any fight, any situation in life, and you believe wholeheartedly that you can win, despite whatever the cards may say, because sometimes people get dealt a bad hand. And even if you get dealt a bad hand, you still gotta play the cards you got. And depending upon how your opponents play their hand, you never know. You just may have enough cards to pull off the win. Shout out to all my spade players, you dig what I'm saying? This is gonna be a game of spades. Who has the best hand? Who can play their cards the best in this fight? Ngannou, if he catches Anthony Joshua with that shot, and I don't believe it has to be a straight right hand or right hook or uppercut, Ngannou has that raw power that he can catch Anthony Joshua with any shot, and he can kind of discombobulate, possibly hurt, and who knows, knock out Anthony Joshua. I can't say the same thing for Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua's best game plan coming into this fight with Ngannou is to outbox him. Keep him at the end of the jab, use his distance, use his movement, use his footwork, his timing. Because trying to mix it up with Ngannou, he's seen what Ngannou did to Tyson Fury, and Tyson Fury is huge. He's the biggest heavyweight in the game. And he wasn't known to have knockout power, but once he knocked out Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder, everybody looked at Tyson Fury like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Fury might do got power, but anybody can be knocked out. You sit on your punches the right way, you time your opponent correctly, catch him at the right angle, the right time, with the right shot, you going to sleep. It is just like that. Ngannou has that opportunity. And if he catches Anthony Joshua with that shot, Anthony Joshua is getting knocked out, y'all. He is getting knocked out. And he has improved. This is Francis Ngannou. He has shown improvement, drastic improvement rather, since he has started boxing. And this is only his second professional fight, but he's been fighting a large part of his professional career. Yes, in the UFC, former UFC champion, but a large part of the UFC game is your stand-up, besides grappling and takedown, so on and so forth. Stand-up, knowing how to throw them hands. Shout out to John Jones. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you, man, like, when I see this fight with Joshua and Ngannou, I see not only fireworks, but I see the victory that Francis Ngannou should have got when he fought Tyson Fury. But Ngannou got robbed in that fight, and I told you all this too. Ngannou, he was possibly going to get robbed in that fight. Why? Because they wanted that fight with Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk. And when Ngannou went into that fight and made that fight a lot shakier than people thought that fight was supposed to be, it opens people's eyes like, damn, is Tyson Fury really what we think he is? Yes, he's skilled. Yes, he's one of the greatest fighters of all time. Yes, he's a great heavyweight, but it just shows that on any given night, when you step into that ring, anybody can win and anybody can lose. Talking to stand up, it's your boy. Peace. I'm out.
Fatality.